Hi everyone, welcome to the True Crimes podcast, Crimes with a Z. My name is Alan, I am your host, and today I am joined by Lardo Tardo,
Or Logan's Owl.
as he
It's
likes
my
to call
full
himself.
name.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yes. Thank you, Lardo, for joining us today. Well, as I said earlier, this is a true crime podcast. You know what? Let's just get right into it. So today we'll be talking about Septic Tank Sam. This is actually a Canadian case, and from honestly not too long ago, 1977. Um,
That's a pretty long time ago, man.
yeah, dude, that's when like dinosaurs were roaming around and stuff.
You know what I'm
No, this is
saying?
stuff like this is Kelly would be familiar with. No, like I'm pretty sure she's from like 1970s. I don't know.
Wait, when was like Jack the Ripper and stuff?
Jack the Ripper,
Like the
long
famous
time
one.
ago, dude. That's like 1800s, I think.
Uh,
That's when England was still using like I don't know.
you don't
That's like
know?
Sherlock. I think that's like Sherlock Holmes era. It's pretty old.
Sir Conan Doyle.
Yeah, he's
Wait, go
pretty
on.
good.
What about this septic Sam?
Septic Tank Sam. All right, so it's 1977, and there's this couple who's walking around. So they just bought this property. There's like a house and everything. It's a big plot of land. There's like a forest in the back. And yeah, so they're just like surveying the property, seeing what's going on, as they just bought it, and then they go to the septic tank. The tank's about like 1.8 meters tall and like 1.4 meters wide. Logan, how tall are you?
Like 6 foot?
Dude, we're in Canada. What's that in centimeters, meters?
I have no clue. It's gotta be it's like 182, I'm pretty sure.
All right, so like this tank would probably like barely fit you, I guess. 1.4 meters wide, and like what they saw was like this thing that was like bobbing up and down, and like when they got
Mm-hmm.
closer, they saw like a foot, and then they just started like looking even more into it, and there was like a like something that's wrapped in like a Levi shirt or Levi shirt, I don't know, like the company that makes the jeans. So I guess like a jean shirt. Um, he had like the blue jeans, so like a Levi jean, Levi jean. I don't know how you pronounce it. And imitation wallaby shoes. You guys can search that up. Honestly, I have no idea what that is. It's too old for me to know. The body was wrapped in like a yellow bed sheet, and it was tied in like a nylon rope. So it's pretty visible. It's pretty visible.
Wait, I'm surprised at the fact that he even checked the septic tank during their surveillance. Like that seems like a pretty odd place to check, if I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
lie.
like, dude, it's like your property, right? I feel like you want to know if your toilet will work. Like, I don't think I'd buy
Uh,
a house that doesn't have a functioning toilet.
Maybe I'm just not enough of an adult yet. Who
Maybe,
knows?
yeah. And it's like
So
if
I'm
it's too
assuming they
full, you have
reported
to
it.
like. Sorry,
I'm assuming they reported it to the police after.
it's a bold assumption, but
Okay.
yeah. Anyways, so they reported it to the police after.
Oh wow, who would have guessed, man?
um, yeah, and they started emptying the septic tank. So like, there's poop, there's pee, there's like all this garbage in there.
Oh yeah.
They're emptying it with empty ice cream pail. Not the most inefficient way of doing it, but it's Canada,
Seriously?
right? Like that's the Albertan police. So yeah,
Okay.
that's how they
And
found the body. Oh yeah, and so they brought him to the coroner, and the autopsy results were that they determined it was a Caucasian man at first, so like some white guy. I think they found like two bullet holes, so he was shot twice, once in the chest and then once in the head. And prior to his death, he was severely tortured.
oh wow, that's rough.
Yeah, so like they found evidence that he was beaten with a tool, with hands. He was tied up. Um, he was burned with a butane torch, C4H10. I know what that is. He was burned with cigarettes. There's cigarette burns. He was sexually mutilated.
Someone had it out for this guy,
Oh yeah,
bro.
they chopped his balls
Holy.
off and stuff.
Wait, that's crazy.
Dude, and it's not even like they chopped it. They use like farm shears. That's what they're assuming it. So
Farmer
it's like
shears?
farm
Wait, who
shears.
was the guy? Like they identified him, right? Like who? Like what?
Yo, I'm getting that. I'm getting
Why?
I'm getting to that. Yo, chill, chill,
Ah,
chill.
alright.
Like, I'm getting there.
You
I'm
got
getting
this.
there.
You got this. Nah, you're the podcast host. You
No,
got
I'm
this.
getting there. I'm getting there. Yeah, so they use like farm shears. So like like Minecraft, you have like those shears, and it's like those like clippy thingies, like kind of like scissors. They scissored his balls off. Like that's kind of brutal.
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. And his body was so badly like mutilated and decomposed that it actually took a while for them to actually like confirm that he was a male. Because like if you don't have balls, it's pretty hard to confirm that you're a guy, right?
I guess so.
Yeah. There were burn marks on his sleeves, so I guess like his shirt, the Levi shirt, and that suggested that he was tied to like a bedpost, so something like a kinky guy would do, and or like a bed or some sort of like structure. And they sent his dental records to more than like 800 dentists in Alberta, and they publish it in dental magazines as well. I'm actually surprised they had like 800 dentists in Alberta in 1977.
They published it in dental magazines to like
Dental magazines.
identify or just like for fun, bro?
Probably to identify, I would assume, right? I
Oh,
mean,
why
like,
a dental magazine then? I feel like that's a little strange.
because dentists read it? I don't know. I've never read a dental
Maybe.
magazine. I don't know what's in it. It would just be
I thought
like
they'd have like a database of like just dental records to confirm
dental.
it. I
I
didn't
don't
think
think it's
they'd.
shared between dentists, though. I feel like it's individual
No,
to the
like maybe like
dentist.
for the government, you know?
The
And then the
government?
government can check it out.
So the
Yeah.
government just has a database of every citizen's dental records.
Yeah, that doesn't
I
seem
don't.
out of the ordinary, bro.
That feels kind of
Like
illegal, no? Like, I'm pretty sure Canada's not
I'm
allowed to do that.
doesn't I thought the government had like a database of everyone's fingerprints. Like this is pretty much the same.
That's different. That's for criminals, though.
No, everyone's fingerprints are on
Where they? How
record,
did
are
they
they
get my
not?
fingerprint? Like, I don't remember giving them my fingerprint ever.
Maybe not. Maybe only for criminals. But still, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know,
Like
something
they
like that.
already have so much on us, man. Like I don't feel like that's too far fetched.
What do they have on you?
I don't know, man. Like
Like I'm pretty sure the
date of
government
birth.
they just have my gender, my age, my phone number, like address. That's about it. Do they have my
They should have
ethnicity? Like
your
they probably know though.
DNA, right? Well, like they have your appearance.
My appearance is yeah, I guess on my driver's license and stuff. I guess they have that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have my teeth though. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
I don't know. I feel like they
Yeah,
could.
so it makes sense to publish it for these guys, so like dentists can see it and just be like, "Yo, I know this guy. I treated him. Yeah,
Maybe you're right.
got his balls cut off. I remember that." Yeah.
All right, wait. Go on. Go on.
So it wasn't until 2021 when the police managed to figure out who this guy was. Right? Remember, this is in 1977. They did this autopsy and they found this body. It was a cold case. There's no evidence at the time. So in 2021, in January 2021, when police submitted his DNA to a lab in Texas, of course it's the Americans. It was called Author Inc. And they managed to identify him. So for 44 years, they didn't know who this guy was. So
Oh, damn.
yeah, no, yeah, we figured out this guy's name was Gordon Edwin Sanderson.
Hey, Gordon, you say? Oh wow.
Yeah. He's from Manitoba. Born in October 22nd, 1950. So he would have been 27 when he died. He was indigenous actually, and he was part of the 60s scoop. So that's when like the government, they just took all the indigenous kids and plopped them into, I think they put them in like residential schools in like white family homes. Yeah, not our proudest moment as a Canadian, but it happened. Um, yeah, as like indigenous guy, it makes sense that they die a lot. I mean, like most of Canada's cold cases are like
They die a
indigenous
lot.
people.
I'm not surprised. It's like all racism and whatnot.
Yeah.
No?
So like, it makes like to an extent it makes sense that like this guy died. I don't know. That's not the best way of saying it, but like, you
No,
know,
I
like
understand what you mean though.
it's
I
not. It's
understand what you
not. I'm
mean.
not like overly surprised.
It's like these kinds of cases are more common
Yeah.
just because of like based off their ethnicity, people are
Yeah.
more likely to commit crime.
Yeah. Racism. We love that stuff. Hell yeah.
To commit crimes to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
this
yeah, yeah, go
guy.
on, go
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going on.
Yeah,
Yes.
go on.
So this guy had previous run-ins with the police. He was convicted of substance abuse. So he's taken drugs before.
No,
Yeah.
really.
Anyway, that's the end of the case. That's all we know so far. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think we're ever gonna solve it. The guy who killed him, or the guys who killed him, are probably dead. Um, so
Wait, so
it's a
there was
shame.
like never a motive or anything? Like there was never like an identified motive
No, I'm
for
getting
why
like
he
there's
died?
a couple theories. There's a couple theories.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
okay, the first theory is like so this is from the RCMP after he was identified. So they know that he's a druggie, right? He takes drugs. And he was part of the 60s scoop, so there's some trauma there. Um, to cope with trauma, you got to take some drugs. That's how it is,
Okay.
right? So obviously, to get the drugs, you need to buy them, and then the people who sell the drugs are usually pretty dangerous, from what I've seen in TV shows at least. Yeah. So they're assuming that he was killed due to his like criminal activities, especially in like the drug industry. Like it's possible that he like stole it from someone that he just didn't pay, and they're like out to get him now because they want their money, or
Mhm.
like something along those lines. So there's that theory. I think that one makes a lot of sense, honestly.
I
But
agree.
it's
But
kind
I
of
don't
boring
know,
though.
like, would they go that far? I didn't know the Canadian mafia was that bad to castrate a guy
Right? That's
for
what
not
I'm
paying
saying.
his
Like,
money.
I mean, like,
That like
it has to be
castrating, that
like.
feels a bit personal, man.
I feel like to some extent, like the fact that he's indigenous also plays a part.
I don't know, maybe not. What if he just like cheated on like some guy, like cheated on his wife or
I
something,
mean,
and then
yeah,
his
that's
wife got really
possible.
mad?
That was another theory. I saw that on Reddit. It was like this guy
I saw
cheated
it
on
on
his
Reddit.
girlfriend, and like his girlfriend was part of like this big drug ring, and then like to like get revenge, they castrated him and everything. Because like when you like chop
Yeah,
someone's balls off, that indicates there's some like sexual
yeah, it's like
frustration on
symbolic.
someone's end, right?
Yeah, it's like symbolic.
Yeah. Um.
Are
So
there
there's
any other
this.
theories?
Yeah, there's another theory from Reddit. They say he raped a young child. Rape is a big no-no.
Oh shit.
Tax evasion, jaywalking, that's all. That's okay. You just can't rape anyone. That's a big no-no. I think I've
Hey, so
seen
wait,
like,
so if he raped someone, then who cut his balls off? Like, the police would arrest his ass for sure, but
I
like,
mean, like, dude, not all rape cases are, like solved by the police. I've heard like
so
the
you think
staff
like
that
a
like,
father or something might have done it?
if they figured out it was him, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Hmm.
Like, especially if it's a young kid, I'm pretty sure like pedophiles are hated everywhere. Literally, like even in prison, they hate pedophiles.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true.
Yeah. Can 18-year-olds be called pedophiles if they're like dating a 17-year-old or something?
Isn't there like a Romeo Juliet law for that?
I have no idea what that is.
It's like if you're 18 or like underage, you can date or whatever within like 2 years of your age or like 1 year,
Plus
and it's
minus
fine.
two.
Yeah, as long as like there's like consent and shit, then it's like chill.
Consent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Consent. Yes, consent, guys. Very important.
Of course, man.
Yes.
Nothing can happen without consent. You gotta have them say yes. That's what the school assembly taught us. You gotta hear them say yes specifically.
All right, Mr. Gazneo.
Alright, bro.
All right. So,
I know I'm like hella mature and all that, but like,
no, you're not, man.
don't
Hell
gotta
no.
ride me like that,
Bro's
bro. Like, keep it
playing
up to the ground, bro.
Minecraft, and he's calling himself
Wait,
mature.
this is supposed to be background footage.
Yeah.
Like, this is supposed to be pre-recorded, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Chill.
background footage. Yeah, 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 sure, sure.
No, I'm not actually playing Minecraft. I'm researching right now
Yeah, yeah. Whatever,
about the
yeah.
septic case and the
Whatever
septic
helps you
tank
sleep,
tank.
man. Whatever helps you sleep. Yeah. Anyways, back on the rape theory, like that one also makes a lot of sense because like the amount of sexual torture that was found on the guy.
Okay. But that's the only evidence for that is like what they did to him, not what he did to other people. Like there's
But
no is there
like
any actual evidence
no,
of
there's no
what
evidence that he
he
raped
did?
anyone.
Yeah. Like that feels a little
Okay, but
strange.
like there's no
I don't think
evidence
there
that anyone raped anyone ever. Like
I
how
feel
would you
like there would
know?
be what? Like the victims? Like unless he killed them
I'm
and
pretty sure
then I
like a
don't
lot
know.
of victims, especially the female ones, are like they stay quiet. They don't tell anyone about it.
I don't know how obvious
Like I'm
rape
pretty sure
signs
there's a
are.
stat. It's like the majority of rape cases aren't reported.
Hmm.
And especially if it was a child, like who's gonna believe the child that they got raped, right? In the 1970s, like
Oh, that's true actually. I forgot about the time period.
this is when like dinosaurs happened. Like who nobody knows what's going on then.
You're right, you're right.
Yeah. So yeah, like the amount of like sexual torture indicates like some sort of sex crime, like a rape, a cheat. Like the crazy part is this guy has a daughter too, so it doesn't make sense that he would rape a child.
No, I don't think that really matters.
The
Like
fact that he has a child,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it can happen just as easily.
oh, that's messed up, man. That's
It
really
is
messed
messed
up. Yeah.
up. I don't know. I personally am not a big fan of this theory. I think him cheating or him getting like not paying his debt back is pretty possible. Because like people back then were like pretty poor, right? Like you said, his only job was as
I didn't say he had a job.
like a news reporter. Oh, didn't you say he worked for like the Scoop?
No, no, he was part of the '60s scoop. I mean, as a kid, he got taken by the government, and
Oh,
yeah, he was put in like residential schools and like foster homes as a way to like take the Indian out of the child, as said by Sir John A. Macdonald. I mean, like,
wow.
McDonald's is a great guy, but like when you start residential school, it's not great. It's not the best thing that ever happened. So yeah,
Controversial opinion, but true.
yep. Septic Tank Sam. If you guys know any information on this guy, tell it to the police. I'm sure they would like to know.
I don't think anybody living here right now listening to this would be from like would know us anything about a guy from the 60s or 70s.
I have I swear, aren't our teachers most of them born from like the 70s, 80s? I don't know. I feel like they would.
Yeah, but then they would be like really young at the time anyways. They wouldn't be caught up.
I feel like I would remember like murder cases, big ones at least. Like I remember 9/11. Like I wasn't born, but that was a thing when I was born.
Yeah, but you don't know that many like that much of the details about it. And also 9/11 was like way bigger than
I mean, this thing's
like
pretty
septic
big.
tanks.
Like a guy
Was
found in a
it? Is
septic
it?
tank decomposing with his balls chopped off. I would remember that.
I don't know. If
Like
someone told it to you, maybe.
I don't know.
But
That gave me
like, if you're a
nightmares.
child, I don't know.
As a
It's just
child,
like nightmares, like some horror tales about like, oh, you gotta brush your teeth or else septic tank Sam is
or else he's
gonna
gonna chop your
you.
balls off. Yeah.
It's gonna come out, bro.
Yeah. Better brush your
No,
teeth.
that would actually be pretty good. That would be a pretty good like
Yeah. No. When you
like nighttime stuff.
if you have kids, you just tell your kids that yeah, brush your teeth or septic tank Sam's gonna chop your balls off.
Exactly.
Now, what if you had a girl though? Oh,
What if he
septic
had a
tank Sam's
girl?
gonna rape
Was it
you.
ever like confirmed?
What?
Oh wait, what do you? Oh, you're talking about like? Oh, I see.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
dude, did he ever have like a girlfriend or like any relatives or anything?
Yeah,
Like,
he
is
has
that ever
relatives. I mean,
confirmed?
like, I don't know if he's still in contact with them because he got kidnapped basically by the government, right? So I'm not sure if he would even know or his family would know.
I'm
They didn't
pretty
even
sure. I feel
identify
like his
him.
family would notice. Like, if his family was close to him, then they would definitely notice. Oh my
I don't think his
god.
family was close though. They didn't even know he was gone. They didn't identify him or anything until now.
Oh,
So yeah. I mean, his
fair
daughter,
enough.
he has a daughter, so I guess like his baby mama would know that he's missing or something, unless they're like divorced.
Hmm.
But yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. That's literally all the information we have on Septic Tank Sam. You know, as I
Okay.
said earlier, if you guys know any information, contact the RCMP. If you get reward money, you know, you might want to point it this way.
Share it with us. You
Yeah,
think?
you might want to point it this way a little bit.
Alright,
But yeah,
bro. God
and
knows you know. God knows you need it.
all right, bro.
This guy's a podcast host for a living.
For a living.
Well, do you have any other
Yo,
job
podcasts don't make
besides
money,
that?
man. Like this stuff is all free. Podcasters don't make money.
Podcasts,
They make money from
podcasts,
sponsorships. I'm not getting sponsored.
yeah, they make money from like selling courses through their podcasts and stuff.
Selling courses? That's
Hey
kind of
guys, by the
crazy.
way, link in the description.
Hey,
We're
I'm Andrew
doing
Tate. Come
a
buy my
true
course
crime
and my
mystery
podcast.
course. We're selling a true crime mystery course, only $100 for a minute of our course.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
We also have a Patreon. We have a GoFundMe.
We have an
We have a
OnlyFans.
GoDaddy.
We have a
Yeah.
Fansly. We have an Instagram. Come
We
check
have
us
a
out
Twitch. We have a
there.
Kick account.
Yeah. Send some money this way. God, we need that, especially in this economy after Trump's tariffs and everything. Yeah.
I'm saying truly Canadian, by the way, truly fully Canadian
Fully Canadian.
podcast.
Yeah.
A bit of
Support
Chinese in here,
Canadian.
but like,
Support your Canadian business, local businesses. You know.
we got a bit of Chinese blood, but that's no reason to like,
Yeah. Don't let
shy
that
away from it.
influence you. Yeah. Yeah.